Africa. It is a pleasure for Africa 21 to see you here in this room to share our thoughts and information about this reality. And I think we will discover a lot of things hidden in this term, information in Africa. You've seen the program of today. We apologize because what was announced there this before, because they didn't have visa to reach to Switzerland. But I think this also to give us an opportunity to have more time for exchange. Yeah. We will have some speakers who have a lot of information from practices, and I think this is very interesting. So I will start by a short introduction, general terms, and thereafter I will give the floor to other speakers to go in deep, depending on the field. To my slides. Yes. Okay. I'm a product of informality in Africa because I was born and I was raised in a rural area in Burundi, and in that area, informality dominating the formal economy or formal institutions. For instance, I was educated for the first part in an informal school, run by Catholic, to help people to learn how to read. Not to write, but to read only. So, to say that you can move from an informality area to a formal area. Thereafter, I was educated in formal schools, including in Europe, and thereafter I became also a big man, as I used to be a president of Senate in Burundi and vice president of Burundi. So, to be part of informality is not a problem, but you can move also and change what you are. So, what is hidden in this term informality? You can see a lot of economic, informal economy, but also you can have corruption, you can have trade, agriculture, the lack of norms, of standards. It can be also opportunity or challenge. So there are a lot of things hidden behind this term informality in Africa. In some areas in Africa, informal economy is also known as the bruitoire. It means that in absence of formal economy for everybody, most of the people in Africa have to struggle themselves to live, either by small trading streets or informal works in families, want to know domestic poor. Also, some activities in transport, for instance, bicycle taxis, it's informal also. But also, you can have also some, you can say, medium traders, but unfortunately also who are between informal economy and formal economy. Part of the activities are not declared to the state, while small part of the activities are declared to the states. So you can have a good cohabitation of informal economy and formal economy. A good cohabitation. Traditionally, what was known as informal economy was the troc in French. Troc, I don't know the English. Troc also, yeah. Troc, yeah. Troc is exchange of goods. You have your vest, I want it. Maybe I can give you my trousers. So this is a troc. Yeah. This is what I've seen while I was young. When you produce a lot of miles, you can exchange with your neighbor who have bananas. Yeah. And it's a win-win. Negotiate the quantity. There is no reference. You have to estimate the value of what the other have. When I was a child, my father bought a piece of land from a neighbor. He gave him two goats. Yeah. So this was a trade. It was not the use of money. But since the colonization, money was introduced in the economy system. But it doesn't mean that this money changed the things from informal to formal economy. Now the troc has decreased in size, but the informal economy remains with the use of money. When you are asking someone to transport you by a bicycle taxi, you pay him money, but he's not known, the transporter is not known by the state, he's not registered anywhere, and he will not declare taxes, nothing. So this is informal but used by money. Informal is not only in these small activities, like workers in the families or the small commerce. No, you can have also informal activities, even troc, at high level of state. You can imagine, for instance, when China is negotiating with the African countries to give them money, loan, to build infrastructures, and in exchange, these countries have to accept concessions of mines, minerals, which will be sold, which will be transported to China to reimburse the loan. And China will not give the money to the countries, but the agreement will include also works which have to be done, and China will bring all materials from China to build the road, to build the infrastructures, and the country will have key enhance the infrastructure. So this is kind of troc also, a modern troc, which is a win-win if it is well negotiated, because China have money, and China needs raw materials for its industry. African countries have minerals, but they can't exploit these minerals because they lack money, they lack infrastructure and technology. So, if there is a good negotiation between the donor and the receiver to exchange infrastructure against raw materials is not a problem. The problem is how these things are negotiated. How things are negotiated. Because the problem is that because this partnership have a component of informality, so negotiations will be carried out in a closed room, in secrecy, and also negotiations will be carried by a high level of corruption, and unfortunately the result is that is not win-win partnership, but China will have the big part of the negotiation, while in Africa the problem will remain the problem. So, informal economy exists not only for small people, but also it can be observed at a high level of state. And the problem behind it is, as I was saying, is corruption and the lack of transparency. And also, in most of cases, people involved in informal economy are not protected by law. What I observed and what is existing up to date in Africa is that all those workers in informal economy, most of the time are victims of lack of protection. The boss can one day decide to kick him out without paying him his salary. And they have nowhere to complain because there is no contract. He's not protected by a law. This is the side effects, bad side effects of informal economy. Next slide. This is what happened in Burundi while I was vice president of Burundi in 2013. This was the central market of Burundi. It was the heart of the economy of Burundi. It was the center for maybe the biggest part of business in Burundi, where goods were sold in details or where small traders could come to buy goods to go to sell in other small cities. On that day, the market took fire. It was destroyed, completely destroyed by fire. It was not the morning. And most of traders working there were not registered, had no insurances. So you can imagine they lost all. They lost all, and most of them were lost forever, and later they became once again traders. Because there is no action to help them to start once again. And also, I visited the place after the fire. In the ashes, you can see packets of money that burned, already destroyed. The ashes, packets of money, because instead of putting the money in banks, they built some coffer form inside the small places to hide the money there, because they thought if they put money in banks, the revenue authority will know how money they gain, and they will ask them to pay taxes, so they decided to hide the money in the place of working there. But it is a risk, and they lost their goods and their money. So informal economy can have for the one who is profiting from it what he can say advantage. When he doesn't pay taxes, yeah, he will say that he's winning a lot, but the day he will lose, there he will understand that informal economy is not a good thing. So it is up to the state to protect all these workers in the informal economy, so to move from informal economy to the formal economy. Another problem is that, as I was saying, all those people working in the formal economy are not paying taxes to the state. So there is a problem of national budget. It is not only the national budget, because when you are requesting from African countries, when you are requesting from donation from World Bank, from African Development Bank, from European Union, so there is a big envelope for all countries. And how this envelope is shared between these countries? It is according to performances of each country, and including also how the country is able to mobilize domestic revenue. So if you are not able to mobilize domestic revenue to show that you have, because it is a ratio, so also foreign aid will be allowed than other countries who have succeeded to move from informal to formal economy. So informal economy is bad for individual, for the state, also for international cooperation relationships. Move to the next slide. So I will not talk too much about institutional informality, but here I could mention, for instance, the problem of pro-government militia. Pro-government militia is an illustration of informality in institutions. When a government knows that it has official security and defense forces, army, police, and intelligence services, but it is setting up a parallel militia which is not known officially by institutions, but which is very harmful. You can imagine what was done in Rwanda in 1994 by Interahamwe. Interahamwe are author of genocide in Rwanda in 1994. It was a pro-government militia. You can imagine what was about Janjaweed in Sudan, in Darfur. It was also, they committed also genocide in Darfur. And also, you can remember what the Jeune Patriote done around Gbagbo in Côte d'Ivoire. Now also there is Imbonerakure in Burundi who are committing also, now it is qualified as humanitarian crimes according to the UN Inquiry Commission report. So this is a kind of informating institutions which is very harmful in violation of human rights, but also in creating instability. There is also other kind of aspects such as corruption, non-respect of the rule of law, impunity, but also a big man rules. So there's many challenges with the informality in institutions. So we could expect that within this 2030 agenda of UN, maybe implementing the agenda could help African countries to move forward and to transform progressively informal economy into formal economy. This is good for all people. All people. There is one example is in Mauritius. Yeah, it is not a developed country, but informal sector is very, very small. Even though one person selling goods on the road, he's registered somewhere and he's paying small taxes. And it's very, very important. Here to fight against informative institutions, there is not a lot of ways. There is one important way, is to strengthen democracy in these countries. And to strengthen this democracy, there is a need to build an ethical leadership. African countries need leaders who put forward common interests instead of defending their personal interests. This is a big challenge. When you see President changing constitution for their own interests or violating constitution, this is a big problem. And this will lead from institutions. So this was to give some examples of challenges of the informal sector. I know there is a lot of things to talk about this topic. It is why there is many speakers who will go in the deep, and we could also come to what I was saying, maybe in discussion thereafter. So I could invite